Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Some people are just dreaming, are just so deluded in their perception of reality that they don't even know that what they're saying is ridiculous. Now, I don't have to remind you about the friendship between the Russians and the British leadership. I'm not talking about the people, like the regular nations, the leaders. So, it's all kind of, they don't want to talk with these guys. These guys say they're going to send them a bomb and get them, that will be the first city that would be attacked in case of a third world war is London and all kind of crazy stuff. Nevertheless, as you already probably know, there's that grain issue, Ukrainian grain, that could not be distributed to the world, and everybody's dying, is starving on this planet because of that. Now, probably you all also know that the main port, let's say, uh, out of which Ukrainian grain was shipped to the rest of the world, was Odessa, the port of Odessa, which is in the north Black Sea, of the Black Sea, south of Ukraine. Now the problem is the Russians' navy is over there with submarines, and Ukrainians, as the defense response, they put mines in the water around the port, in front of the port. So the Russians would have a problem landing over there, like a D-Day kind of landing. So the Russians just, stay over there and they send them some caliber missiles and whatever other missiles from their ships. So the Ukrainians cannot send the grain to the rest of the world, and they said Russians are holding the world hostage, and it's their fault that the world population is starving, especially the third world countries. And then the Russians said, no, 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 no. We can, you can ship it via our ports now, Mariupol, for example, or you can go through Romania, Romanian ports. You can go through Hungary, and then Poland, and then North Sea, and then you can go through Belarus, Lithuania, again North Sea. You can go through many ways. You don't have to go through through Odessa. This is the only port. If not Odessa, there's nothing. It's now or never. Nevertheless, and the Russians said, okay, we can also provide you safe passage. We want to create a safe corridor, which is going to be 3 nautical miles wide and about 70 or 80 long, and that's where the the shipments can occur. And we're just going to stay to the side and make sure that it's no weapons coming in or out or whatever. It's just grain. Obviously that's not what the Ukrainians expected. What they want the Russians gone and be supplied via Black Sea. The Russians are not idiots, obviously, and I said, no, 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 no. And the Ukrainians, correctly said, well, no, we're not going to take the mines out of the water because the next day you're going to be landing. So it's like that. The chicken and the egg. The problem is the Russians said, you have so many options. Use them. Now George Bush, Joe Biden said, well, we're going to build some silos along the border with Poland, and you bring the grain over there, and so on. Lukashenko, the president of Belarus, said, well, we allow safe passage, transit through the grain through our territory going to Lithuania, but as long as Lithuania allows some of our products go through their country. Lithuania said, no, 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 we can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so then you see they have about 7 or 8 options, but the Ukrainians want only that option. Then is the Turks. The Turks said, we can mediate and we can help, the corridor, and we can be over there. And then you can say, okay, well, how about United Nations? Russia says, yeah, okay, United Nations, that's fine. United Nations can come, but we have to verify who's coming in and going out. Okay, we're not going to play Lusitania here or other, examples like that. So then, guess who came to save the day? And that's why I started with people do not know they're ridiculous. They offered something that it's impossible to be accepted, and that's Great Britain. So this article comes from the republicworld.com from June 29th, 2022. This is the title. UK fighter jets can secure shipping routes for Ukraine's grain. UK Defense Secretary said. UK's Defense Secretary Ben Wallace said that the Britain surveillance aircraft will secure the shipping routes to release Ukraine trapped grain off the blockade ports of the Black Sea. That's Odessa and the little ones around. Speaking to the reporters at the NATO summit in Madrid, including Sky News, Wallace said that, like it matters, Sky News, said that the Reverse Joint or P-8 Poseidon aircraft could patrol areas of the Black Sea and would allow the Ukrainian grain to pass. Now, what do you think the Russians think about that idea? Do they think it's a fantastic idea? I think they don't want the Brits 3,000 miles away from the Black Sea. Remember that incident with I don't know if what kind of type of ship it was, a British. I don't want to say it was a destroyer. I don't know, it was a destroyer in the Black Sea that was accosted by the Russians, and they fired shots and hey, back off and so on. Do you think the Russians want the Brits coming into the Black Sea? That was like the worst option, worst idea. I mean, yeah, the Russians said. Did anybody say anything? Oh my God. So this was increased speculation about Royal Navy warships sent in the Black Sea region dominated by Moscow. There's going to be no British Navy in the Black Sea, or at least around that area. I guarantee you. I cut my off if that will happen. And I'm quoting, we have to put this in perspective, do you think? Even when Ukraine is at full throttle in its ports, it's about 3 million tons a month. They have 23 million tons to ship. So you've got to sort of manage the expectations. If there's a ceasefire on the Black Sea, or there's a safe passage, that the Russians already said, it's not going to be like, you can have it for 6 weeks, isn't it generous of Russia? I mean, you're going to get out not very much in exchange, said Wallace. What exchange? What the Turks are trying to do is, with the United Nations, hammer out details with the Russians about doing it. Ukraine Defense Secretary reportedly said, this is first and foremost about getting Ukrainian grain out of Ukraine. That's true, but why only through that route? It's not about helping stolen grain, allowing Russian ships with stolen grain out of Black Sea, because the Ukrainians won't buy that, and they are not going to leave things for that. So we have to see what we can do. Britain's role is that could be ISR, intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance. We could help in Overwatch. We could help in Reverse Joint, P-8. The P-8S is down in the southern part of the Black Sea to protect. Yeah, okay. You will not be welcome very close to Odessa port because accidents might happen, and I think the Russians are in a bad mood already with you. So back up and shut up and stay over there around your little island, and don't come into Black Sea, because the Russians are gonna up. Or you're going to create a problem. And you know what the problem would be? That bomb that Lebed said in 1990 something, that's all Great Britain needs. One bomb, no more. And there's no more Great Britain. So don't push the Russians into, see, they attacked us, so we have to retaliate. No, I don't think that's a good idea. The Brits, maybe they could be, which I don't believe it. I'm not talking Brits as the British people. Put them to the side. They're weasel leaders, whatever they are. Liz Truss and that guy with like a nest hair that doesn't change his underwear daily. Boris Johnson and Wallace, who's a liar, I must say that, and Zakharova just pointed it out to him because he's a liar, and yet she expected apologies. Don't hold your breath on that one. So nevertheless, this is, I think the Brits, even if they are good intentioned, they have good intentions, they burned the bridges a long time ago. So nevertheless, why only Odessa? That's very strange to me. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. You would think that if there would be a crisis, you would be accepting other little methods, if, you don't care, oh my God, the house is burning, my mom is in the house, but I'm not going to go over there because my feet are dirty. I didn't wash them this morning. Really? That's why I don't get into the house because it's burning, right? And save your mom because or my hair is not right or something, or I didn't clip my nails. That's the same thing here. Yeah, it's only Odessa. If no Odessa, no nothing. If the people are starving, I think it's your duty to even go over there with your nails being unclipped. Thank you very much for being with me today. Thank you. Bye bye.